Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon, and today we're going to do makeup on this beautiful, stunning lady. As you can see, her skin is a perfection. She walked in and I told her, "Hey, you should tell us your skincare routine because look at her skin. It's giving everything perfection." We're going to do more of a bridal look, and before we do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts on the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. So we're going to start off by just brushing through the brows. As you can see, she came in with her brows already done with henna. So I just had, when it comes to lining, I was just going to emphasize on how I want to carve the brows. And after that, only do hair-like structures around the inner corner because the other areas are pretty much filled in and I don't want it to look like a block from the very beginning to the very end. So at the beginning, I'm just going to draw hair-like structures at the inner corner of the brow. And then after that, we're going to clean the brows using the Illegal Pro Concealer. The shade is medium beige. Okay, using a flat brush. And then around the inner corner, we're going to use a foundation instead of a concealer, just so it blends in with the shade of her skin around the inner corner of the brow. And as always, I drag the product down so it's easier to blend in. Now, on the upper side, we're going to use a foundation that matches her skin tone. Again, I'm going to maintain the Fenty Beauty foundation for her, the upper side of the brow. And then after that, before we start with the eyeshadow, we're going to set the lids. I'm using the Golden Lip eyeshadow base. The shade number is 01, starting from the lower lid, moving up. So as you move up, it just blends into that concealer on the upper side. So for eyeshadow, we're going to keep it classic. We're starting off with a brown matte, a darker brown matte, just at the midpoint of the lid alone, okay? Just at the midpoint of the lid as shown in the video. So here we're just tapping it in, tap. Create a C-like shape, an inverted C-like shape. And then after that, using the same brush, tap off the excess, sweep-like motion just on the edge of the first transition to give it an ombre effect. And then after, we're going to blend that in with a lighter shade of brown now, using a bigger brush. And here we're going to use circular motions of very little force. Now, as you do this, you're going to lift up the brows a bit, so it can give you a space to do all this, okay? And then after that, we're just going to blend in around the crease region using the very same brush we used to set the lids. You can add a bit of product, just a tad bit of product, not too much, or just use the brush as is. Okay, maintaining just around the crease region area alone. And then after that, we're going to use the nude shade we wanted. I wanted to go for a brighter nude shade. It's almost like white, but not necessarily, more of an off-white shade. Okay, just around the crease region. Okay, and then after that, we're going for now a darker shade of brown just towards the outer corner, just again to give it an ombre effect, moving towards the outer corner of the lid. Okay, and it gives it some depth when you do that, especially when I want to do a very good wing after. And then just blend that into the other shades of the eyeshadow. And then after that, I'm just going to use Inglot gel eyeliner to do our wing today, starting off with a tiny line just above the lashes, a very tiny line. And then after that, create a wing. Make sure she's opened her eyes. Her eyes are looking straight ahead. So draw the wing on the outer corner, and then close down her eyes to connect the wing to the line that you started off with. And then after that, because we're done with the face, now we're going to with the eyes, we're going to move on to the face. We're already done skin prepping. Now I'm just going to go in with a primer. And here I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer just around the T-zone area, and then let it set first before we move on to foundation. For foundation, I'll be honest with you guys, I used at least 3 of them. I mixed 3 just to get her perfect undertone, because I did not want anything that is too neutral or too yellow. Yeah, so I just wanted it to blend into her undertone as well, not just her skin tone. So I mixed Fenty Beauty with Shaz and Maybelline. And we're going to apply foundation on all the other areas except for the under eyes. Okay, and we're using a brush for this, and here we're going to tap the product in. And then after, we're going to go in with a bronzer, and this is just like 2 shades darker than her skin tone. No, actually 3 shades darker than her skin tone. Just on the high points of the cheek on both sides, a bit up around the forehead, and we're going to do the same shade around the nose for the cream contour on the nose. And we normally do this before we start highlighting with the concealer. Okay. And as always, make sure you blend that down before you continue, especially for the nose. After drawing the contour lines, just blend it in a bit, and then I'll move on to doing your highlighting concealer. For concealer, we're using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade medium beige. Again, this is just a concealer 2 shades lighter than her skin tone, as you can see. Very beautiful regardless. Yeah, just on the inner corner of the under eye and outer corner of the under eye. I normally connect it after I have placed the inner corner and outer corner of the under eyes. I just connect them together, sorry. And then you're going to place just a tad bit around the bridge of the nose, and it has to be a very tiny line, because remember you had already done the cream contour on the nose, and then a bit around the forehead. And as we allow that to set it in, we're going to go in with a cream blush. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Shake and Play cream blush. The shade is Fire Papaya. It is amazing for her skin tone. I'm just going to place that on the high points of the cheek, blend that in before we come back in to blend the highlighting concealer. And here again, we're going to tap as we blend. After that concealer has set in a bit, that is when we go back in to blend in the concealer now. And again, here we're going to tap until it blends in. When it comes to blending, take your time. Blending requires a lot of patience, okay? And I'm just going to blend in all the areas highlighted with the concealer, so that would include the under eye, bridge of the nose, as well as the forehead. Now when you're blending the bridge of the nose, you have to blend in with a tiny brush, because remember, again, you had already done your cream contour. You don't want to mess up the cream contour, so be careful when you're doing that. And then after that, we're just going to set in the highlighting concealer with a compact finishing powder, a shade that matches the shade of the concealer. For us, we're going to use the one from Shaz Contour and Highlight Palette, the powder contour and highlight palette. And for her shade, we're using the shade Nandi from Shaz Cosmetics. And we're going to set in all the areas we highlighted using a concealer, so that would include the bridge of the nose as well as the forehead. And here you're going to press it in, including the corner of the nose. Remember to press in around the corner of the nose. Don't forget that area. It's very, very important for you to do that. And then we can use some of that product around the lip region as well. Yeah, just to set that in. And then after that, you can go on in with a loose setting powder, but for her, I did not want to do that. Then after that, we're going to go in with a powder contour now, still from Shaz Cosmetics. Again, just around the high points of the cheek, and go over the nose cream contour with a powder contour as well. And this one, to blend it in, you're going to use a cleaner brush, a clean fluffy brush, to blend that in for the nose contour. And again, be very, very careful for the nose contour. You don't want it to look too conspicuous. And then after that, we're going to go in with powder blush. I'm using Champagne from Golden Lip Cosmetics, starting just below the outer corner of the under eye, and then blend that into the contour. And then you can use just product remaining on the brush around the nose, and that is optional. And then after that, I'm just going to go in with the Inglot Gel Eyeliner again on the waterline of the under eye, just to give the eyes a bit of oomph. Yeah. And then for her lips, I'm going to start off with a Davis eye pencil. The shade number is number 18. We don't want something that is too dark, a brown that is too dark, okay? That is why we're going in with number 18. And I'm actually going to mix it with a bit of purple, so it doesn't look like it's a very dark brown. And then I'm going to go in with a peach shade of lipstick first, and then I'm going to add a white on top of that, just to give it a perfect pink for me. I feel like majority of the time when I go in with a nude with the pink undertone for lipstick, it just looks off. So that is why I prefer this technique over just using lipstick that has a pink undertone for nude. And then we're going to go over that with a clear gloss. The clear gloss is from Kiko Milano. Very beautiful. It has a bit of shimmer on it. That is why it looks so is it bright? But it's a very beautiful shade. And then after that, I'm going to use the One Size setting spray all over, because we don't play about setting spray here. And then again, allow for that to set in first. And then after that, we're going to go in with the highlighter just on the cheek area here, as well as the nose. And that would be it from me today, guys. When it comes to makeup, I normally maintain the skin. I love it when the skin looks like skin. We don't do too much here. It just has to blend in with everything else. Even after we're done contouring, the contour should not be too overpowering. It takes over the whole look. The blush, the contour, the highlight, all of it has just to blend in together, and I'm glad we achieved that. So let me know what you think on the comment section. Please remember to subscribe, and until next time, bye for now.